Factor did.
Yeah.
All right, Pete Rose was banned from baseball. And again, I don't have my dates here. So bear with me for 2 seconds.
Really nice.
I remember being at the store and selling those. Those used to sell out like crazy.
So it was August 1989 that he was banned. And he was born on April 14th, 1941. Passed away on September 30th, 2024. So here's some things about Pete Rose. More specifically, his the banning from baseball. So fact or fiction. Going to toss out a topic here, and the guys have to decide whether it's a fact or a fiction. Pete Rose was banned for life because he bet against his own team, the Cincinnati Reds. Lan, fact or fiction?
I want to say that's fact.
Frank?
Fact.
No, that's fiction. Every time he said he bet on the Reds, it was because they were going to win.
I mean, it's fiction. So Frank gets the point. So while Pete Rose did bet on baseball, it claims that there's no evidence that he ever bet against the Reds, but it finally came out. An MLB investigation found that Rose bet on the Reds to win when he was both a player and a manager, which was still a major violation of league rules. Betting on your own team, even to win, is dangerous as it can influence lineup decisions, bullpen use, or game strategy in ways that hurt the team in the long run. Next up. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. All right, here are the questions. And when Pete Rose bet on baseball, did he bet on the Cincinnati Reds? Yes, he did. And was this at a time when he was the manager of the Reds? Yes, sir. Is there any doubt in your mind? Absolutely not. Next up, Pete Rose only bet on baseball and never on any other sports. Frank, fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Lan, fact or fiction?
Fact.
Frank, running away with it. That is fiction. Pete Rose was a heavy gambler in multiple sports, not just baseball. According to the Dowd Report, that's MLB's official investigation into his gambling, Rose placed bets on football, basketball, and horse racing as well. Did you know that table tennis?
I heard the question wrong.
Did you know that table tennis is a big
gambling
for
sport?
gambling now? Because there's like, you got all the degenerates over here now. And they're trying to gamble when none of our sports are taking place, so they're gambling on table tennis over in like Asia. Pete Rose denied gambling on baseball for over a decade before finally admitting it. Lan, fact or fiction?
Sure, fact.
Frank, fact or fiction?
He bet on it for over a decade before finally admitting it?
No, he denied gambling on baseball for over a decade.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, Rose denied gambling on baseball for 14 years, insisting he never bet on the sport. In 1989, MLB's investigation found overwhelming evidence that he had bet on baseball, which led to his lifetime ban. And it wasn't until 2004 that Rose finally admitted in his autobiography, My Prison Without Bars, that he did bet on games while managing the Reds. Next up, Pete Rose's lifetime ban means he is completely erased from baseball history. Frank, fact or fiction?
One more time.
Pete Rose's lifetime ban means he is completely erased from baseball history.
I'm going to say fiction. I think it's just the Hall of Fame.
Lan, fact or fiction?
It's fact.
Frank gets the point. That is fiction. While Rose is banned, was, from Major League Baseball, including being inducted into the Hall of Fame, he hasn't been erased from the record books. He's still got the records, hits. He had 4,256 games played, 3,562 at-bats, 14,053. His achievements are acknowledged, but he's not celebrated in official MLB events, even though he was allowed to appear at the 2015 All-Star Game in Cincinnati. Cincinnati. All right, final one. Pete Rose has applied for reinstatement multiple times, but Major League Baseball refuses to even consider it. Frank, fact or fiction?
Fact.
Lan, fact or fiction?
Fact, I guess. Doesn't matter.
The points are made up.
No, Rose has applied for reinstatement multiple times, or did, I should say. MLB has considered his case, but repeatedly denied his requests. Commissioners from Bart Giamatti, he was the one that originally banned him back in 1989.
All Giamatti's dad.
To Rob Manfred, current commissioner. They have reviewed his appeals, but they determined that his gambling violations were too severe. In 2015, Manfred formally rejected Rose's appeal, stating that his continued gambling and lack of full accountability made his reinstatement impossible. And that was always one of the biggest problems with Rose, is that he just kind of just rejected taking any responsibility whatsoever. Like it was always somebody else, and it was just like, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal, and
it was the one-armed man.
Exactly. Well, that would have been a slot machine then.